Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Heated franchise here in year number 3. Last episode, we had a long, drawn-out dogfight against the Crocodons, ended up going 13 innings. We hung in there, tied at 4-4 through 12. And then in the 13th, we ran out of stamina in the bullpen and gave up a grand slam and 3 additional runs to lose 11-4. With that loss, accepting the fact we're now 1-6 on the year and probably not making the playoffs, we decided to overhaul majority of the roster to get some money back to help develop the young talents that we're producing this season. So we ended up overhauling almost the entire bullpen. We now have rookie left-hander Arena Barnes. We have veteran right field reliever Tats Balfour from the Beewolves. We also have a veteran reliever Gemma Yago from the Sandcats. And we also go out and get former Moonstars right fielder Dale Nail as we release rookie center fielder Isaac Crush, who was not delivering this season, managing to only hit over 207 on this year. So now with the new look team and a lot more money to play with moving forward, here's the matchup for today's game. We're taking on the Jacks here in the last game of the first half of this regular season. Latoya Lumberg veterans on the mound, 0-1 with a 3.86 ERA and a 1 WHIP for us. And on the mound for the 3-4 Jacks is long reliever Bradley Bowler. No record is 0 ERA and an 0.79 WHIP. We faced Bowler twice in this series, and both games we have lost, but they've come against the bullpen after him. Lineup for us today, leading off is Gould at short, followed by Golden at second, Taters up to the 3 slot at first. Jack Strino starts at third base, he'll bat fourth, batting fifth in left field Buster Biggs, batting sixth out in right Dax Jarvis, batting seventh rookie center fielder Nolan Lawson, and batting eighth backup rookie catcher Everett Nash as Hank Hart needs a day off. Batting ninth will be the pitcher Lumberg. Let's get it on. Alrighty, let's go ahead and try and have some fun here. Not the greatest start to the season. We thought we had turned the corner this year. Turns out, nope, they're just going to continue to lose. Apparently, we spent too much money in the off-season once again. Jacks coming in this year, they have almost no speed, no power, almost no contact whatsoever. A whole lot of defense, a whole lot of bullpen, and their rotation is, good. Not great, but it's good. So they put all their money into their pitching and their defense, it looks like, this year, with their offense being substandard. So they did lose a lot of high-profile players in free agency, it appears. There we go. Gould, Golden, and Taters up first for the Heaters. Gould leading off, hitting .259 on the year with 4 RBIs, as he'll be the first batter to face Bradley Bowler. The long reliever, Bowler on the season has made 1 start. He threw 6 1/3 scoreless innings in that affair. ERA of 0, 0.79 WHIP, 5 hits surrendered with 4 strikeouts, batting average against .238 for Bowler. Change it down and in, strike call, 0-1. Heater away, 1-1. Slider at the knees, driven by Gould to center field as he's going to get us off to a hot start. Tracking it back to warning track, Dazzler leaping. Fireball coming at you as it lands over the fence in dead center. Jesus Gould is tired of losing as he swings on the third pitch and knocks it out of dead center here at Founders Field. His first of the year, it is 1-0. Matching his home run total from last season. Next up is second baseman Caleb Golden, hitting .346 with 3 RBIs on the year. Fastball at the knees, 0-1. Fastball is Chase hitting the hold of second. 1 hopper to fair. He makes the play. 1 down. Golden now tense. Now to bring up first baseman Mash Taters, hitting .500 on the season. 1 homer, 3 RBIs for the veteran. Heater up and in, strike call, 0-1. Heater low and away, 1-1. Slider middle in. Taters bloops it to left field. Jammed him though. Hanging up for Slapper Glute. He makes the catch. 2 down. That'll bring up third baseman Jax Trevino, hitting .231 with an RBI on the year. Change away is outside, ball 1. That's away on the heater, 2-0 the count to Trevino. Change away is pulled behind the plate foul, 2-1. Change at the knee, swung through it, 2-2. Fastball middle in, line to second, right at fair, and that's going to end the inning. But a leadoff bomb from Jesus Gould has the Heaters out in front, 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Glute, Fair, and Dazzler up for the Jacks here at the top of the lineup against Latoya Lumberg, the veteran. Former Heaters left fielder Slapper Glute leads off in his 3rd different team in 3 seasons. He was on the Beewolves last season, now he's on the Jacks this year. He's locked in, hitting .423, no homers or RBIs yet for Glute. Here's the numbers for Lumberg on the air. Latoya took a loss her first time out. She's 0-1. She gave up 3 earned runs in 7 innings, a 3.86 ERA and a 1 WHIP. 6 hits given up with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Batting average against .222. I do believe we lost that game. I believe 3-2, if I remember correctly. Either 3-2 or 3-1. Lineup for the Jacks. After Glute, it is second baseman Landon Fair, who is also locked in. Then it is on fire center fielder Razzie Dazzler. Batting fourth is third baseman Juice Jackson. Dazzler and Jackson look like the only 2 remaining starters here in the Jacks lineup from year 1. Batting fifth, shortstop Ham Slamus, getting the start over Wiggles Freeman. Batting sixth, right fielder Kenna Korn. Batting seventh, backup catcher Lars Stagcleaf, as Tough Lift is really tired and needs a day off to rest. Batting eighth is first baseman Tarzan Woodburn. And batting ninth is the pitcher Bradley Bowler. Fastball inside misses. Ball 1 from Lumberg. Curveball away is outside. 2-0. Changeup hangs. It's lined at the middle. Past Golden's dive into right center. That'll be a base hit for Glute. Lawson plays cleanly off the wall and gets it in quickly. Throw in is just late. Leadoff double for Glute. Next up, second baseman Landon Fair is locked in, hitting .250. Former Freebooters product, looking like he's turned a corner here in year number 3, finally figuring out how to hit. Another former heater as well, curveball high, ball 1. We had him for the tail end of year 1 where he didn't get a single hit. Fastball's chased, 1-1. Changeup low on the check swing, 2-1 the count. Work ball in the dirt, block, good block back there by Nash, 3-1 as walk prone activates. Fastball down and in, check swing low, ball 4. First walk for Lumberg, and the first 2 batters are on for the Jacks here with none down for Razzie Dazzler, who is on fire. OG center fielder hitting .267 on the year with 5 homers and 7 RBIs. Curveball in the dirt. Good block by Nash again. Ball 1. Fastball at the knees. Driven by Dazzler to center. Hit well, but I think she just got under it. Lawson at the warning track calling for it. Gets it into the cutoff man quickly, but Glute is going to tag for third. Runners at the corners now with 1 down on the fly out. That'll bring up third baseman Juice Jackson, the OG third baseman, hitting .267 with a homer and 2 RBIs. Fastball middle in, line to second. Golden leaps just out of his reach. That's a base hit to right. And that is going to drive in a run. It is 1-1. RBI for Jackson. First and second, 1 down for shortstop Ham Slamus, former Buzzards player, hitting .118 on the year. In his first year with the Jacks, I think it's his first year with the Jacks. Might be his second. Change it down and in. Out in front of it is Slamus, 0-1. Work ball away. Lined at the middle of the second pass. Golden knocks it down. Gets up and fires the first. In time to get Slamus on the fielder's choice. 2 down. And bring up right fielder Kenna Korn, another former freebooter, hitting .231 with an RBI in the air. Replacing Betty Sparks in the lineup here from right last season. Heater high. Ball 1. Work ball up. Korn rips it foul. 1-1. Change it down in the way. Check swing low. 2-1. Air ball inside. Foul back. 2-2. Came in active for Lumberg here. Fastball up. Blew it by her. Strike 3. First punch up for Lumberg as she gets out of the jam. Stranding 2. But the game is tied on a single by Juice Jackson. To the second. It's 1-1. Biggs, Jarvis, and Lawson do up. Left fielder Buster Biggs leads off with heaters in the second. Hitting .516 with 1 homer. 4 RBIs on the year. Heater up and in is high. Ball 1. 2-seamer low and away. 2-0 the count to Biggs. Fastball inside is chased and dribbled up the first base line. Bowler barehands it to first. 1 down. Next up, right fielder Dax Jarvis, hitting .261. 2 RBIs on the year. Fastball in there high to the second-year player. Ball 1. That one's also high. 2-0 the count. Fastball up swung late. 2-1. Fastball down and in, grounded the second, 1 hopper to fair, 2 down. Next up is center fielder rookie Nolan Lawson, hitting .389 on the year with an RBI. Now the full-time center fielder moving forward after Crush is released at the end of last episode. 2-seamer outside, ball 1. Heater down and in, strike called, 1-1. Change up inside, rip foul, 1-2 the count. Fastball down and in, hard chopper up the middle, base hit for Lawson as he finds it in the center. 2-out single will keep the inning alive for the Heaters here in the second. That'll bring up Everett Nash, the rookie backup catcher, getting the start to give Hank Hart a day off today. Hitting a 500 on the year. I believe he's hitting a 3 for 6. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Pick off to first, lost him back safely. Slider up and in is chased and popped up to second. Fair charging in. Makes the catch on the edge of the infield grass, and that will end the inning. Bottom 2, it's tied at 1. Stagcleef, Woodburn, and Bowler. Bottom of the lineup due up for the Jacks here. Here's backup catcher Lars Stagcleef getting the start today to give Tough Lift a much-needed day off. Hitting 125 in the air with an RBI. He's got power versus righty and contact versus righty active here. Stagcleef, former Hot Corners catcher. Forkball down and in, strike called. 0-1, his first year here with the Jacks organization. Fastball away, driven by Stagcleef to right center field. That's hit pretty well. Lawson retreating to the fence, leaps, it's gone. Lars Stagcleef, of all people, has gone yard. The backup catcher hits his first homer of the year. Second RBI for him as well, as it's now a 2-1 Jacks lead, matching the numbers on the back of his jersey. Next up, first baseman Tarzan Woodburn, hitting 083 on the year with an RBI. Contact versus righty active for him here as Lumberg now tense. Forkball down and in is inside and low, ball 1. Change it middle in, strike called, 1-1. Seamer away, strike called, 1-2. Came in active for Lumberg here. Curveball away, way outside, 2-2. Fastball up and in, Woodburn skies it to center. Lawson over to his left a little bit, in a step, calls for it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, pitcher Bradley Bowler, hitless on the year. Lumberg back to neutral mojo. Fastball up and away, strike called, 0-1. Ball down and away, swung through it, 0-2 the count. Came in active here for Lumberg. Ball down and in the dirt, 1-2. Good block by Nash. Change it down, check swing low, 2-2. Seamer inside, blew it by him, strike 3. Second punch out for Lumberg, 2 down. Base is empty for the slapper Glute. Left fielder doubled and scored a run in the first inning. He's 1 for 1. Change it down and in, ripped hard and foul, out of play, 0-1. Ball down, chop behind the plate, 0-2 here to Glute. Came in active again. Forkball down in the way, chased it in the dirt, strike 3. Third punch out for Lumberg as it's picked up by Nash and fired to first. And that ends the inning. To the third, it's 2-1 Jacks after the home run by Stagcleef, his first of the year. Lumberg, Gould, and Golden do up. Lumberg leading off, hitting 1 for 2 at the plate this year with 1 RBI. RBI single in her first game. Heater inside, strike called, 0-1. Swung to her fastball late away, 0-2. Fastball away, chased it, strike 3. That was in the zone, but she missed it anyway. First punch out for Bowler, 1 down, and that'll bring up Gould, who homered to lead off the game. 1 for 1 today. Fastball up is chased and fouled off, 0-1. Slider away, line in the hole to second, hangs up for fair to make the catch, 2 down. Base is empty for Golden, who's 0 for 1 and tense. Change up in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball chased in the dirt, fouled back, 1-1. Fastball up and in, late swing, 1-2. Change about in front of it, strike 3 at the knees. Second punch out for Bowler, and that ends the inning, 1-2-3 for him. Bottom 3, it is 2-1. Fair, Dazzler, and Jackson do up. There's Landon Ferry, walked in his first plate appearance, and then was stranded at third base. Ball away is outside, ball 1. Seamer inside, ball 2, it just missed. Forkball at the knees, strike called. Good take all the way by Fair, 2-1. Seamer up and away is high, 3-1. Walk prone active here for Lumberg. Change it down in the way, strike called, 3-2. Ball down in the way, in the dirt, ball 4. Second walk today for Fair, as he'll reach again. Leadoff man on for Dazzler is 0 for 1. Flew out to dead center her first time up, right at the warning track. We're seeing down and in on the first pitch inside. Ball 1. Work ball up. Fouled back by Dazzler, 1-1. Change it down in the way. Lined at the middle. Past Golden's dive into right center. Base hit. Lawson gets it in quickly. First and second with none down. First 2 batters on in the inning for the Jacks. Next up is Juice Jackson. RBI single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Ball down in the way in the dirt. Ball 1. Heater down at the knees, foul back, 1-1. Change it down and in, check swing low, 2-1. Work ball down in the way. Grounded in the hole, past Tater's dive into right field. Bases are loaded here for the Jacks now. None down in the inning. It's getting worse. Here's Slamus, 0 for 1. Grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Heater down at the knees, foul back, 0-1. Ball away, lined at the middle on the ground. Base hit for Slamus. One run is in. Dazzler holds. It is 3-1. Base is still loaded. Here's Kenna Korn, 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. Lundberg now tense. Heater away in the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and in, strike called, 0-2. Ball down in the way in the dirt, good block by Nash, 1-2. Change it down and in, chased inside, strike 3. Fourth punch out for Lundberg. One down, now to bring up Stagcleaf, who homered his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Big spot to break it open here for Lars. Work ball down in the way. Chased outside, line up the middle anyway. Base hit for Lars. His second hit, he's 2 for 2, and that's his second RBI. It is 4-1. Base is still loaded, one down in the third. Here is Tarzan Woodburn, 0 for 1 today. Heater away, strike called, 0-1. Where Woodburn flew out to center his first time up. Change it down and in is inside, 1-1. Curveball up and away, strike called on the check swing, 1-2. Receiver middle of the plate, driven by Woodburn to center, lost him back a few steps. He's there to make the catch for the second out. Lead, 2 runners are tagging. Throw to third is going to be late. Sack fly for Woodburn in this 5-1 Jacks. Next up is Bowler, 0 for 1 today. Fastball up, strike called, 0-1. Bowler struck out his first time up as well. Curveball away is outside, 1-1. Workball down and in, inside, 2-1. Change it down and in, low, 3-1. Runners hold. The pass ball, 3-1 the count. Walk prone active again here. Fastball away, outside ball 4. She walked the pitcher to load the bases again. Her third walk today. Next up is Glute, 1 for 2 with a double. Struck out swinging in the dirt his last time up. Forkball in the dirt, ball 1. He's also scored a run today. Heater up and in is high, 2-0. Change it down, low, 3-0. Ball away. Ball 4. Fourth walk today for Lundberg as she walks in a run. It is now 6-1. Here's Landon Fair. He's walked twice today already. No at bat for him yet. Fastball up. And Fair cracks it right center field, and the former freebooter has a grand slam. Second game in a row that a team against us has hit a grand slam. It is now 10-1. First of the year for Fair. Another loss. Here's Dazzler, 1 for 2 today with a single as Lundberg now rattled. Heater down and in, grounded the second right at Golden. He'll make the play. And that finally ends the inning in the third, but the Jacks break it open with 8 runs, capped off by the grand slam by Landon Fair. 10-1 to the fourth. This is the weakest offense in the entire game I have ever seen, and it is kicking the shit out of us. Taters, Trevino, and Biggs do up. Here's Taters, 0 for 1 today. At the left his first time up. Ball inside. Slider away, fouled off, 1-1. Slider at the knees, driven by Taters, left center field. That heads for the gap. That'll be extra bases for the first baseman. No, it won't. Dazzler dives and robs him of extra bases because God hates us. Trevino up next, 0 for 1. Heater away, misses, ball 1. That's high, 2-0. Fastball up and in, hard rip up the middle for Trevino. That's a base hit. Yep, it's going to be one of them days. Runner at first, 1 down. Here's Buster Biggs, 0 for 1 today. Fastball up, hard chopper foul, 0-1. Fastball away, grounded in the hold short. Slam missed to first with it on the fielder's choice, 2 down. Bowler locked in, and that'll bring up Jarvis, 0 for 1 today. Runner in scoring position with 2 down here as he's locked in. Fastball off the catcher's glove behind the plate. Going to third is going to be the runner Trevino. He's now 90 feet away on the pass ball. Low count. Heater down and in. Strike called. 0-1. 1-1. Fastball down and in, line at the middle, over fair's dive, RBI single for Jarvis. Second RBI of the year for him, it is 10-2. Get one back. Next up, Lawson, 1-for-1 with a single. Fastball at the knees, fouled off, 0-1. Slider low, 1-1. Fastball down and in, turned on and fouled off, 1-2 the count to Lawson. Fastball down and away, skied out the end of the bat to left center and shallow. In on a dazzler, she'll make the catch to end the inning. Heaters get a run back though in the single by Jarvis. It is 10-2. Bottom of the fourth, Jackson, Slamus, and Korn due up. Here's Juice Jackson, 2-for-2 today with 2 singles and an RBI. Work ball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Lundberg still rattled. Fastball away, misses, 1-1. Change him away outside, 2-1. Work ball middle in. Line to first, right at Taters, 1 down. Next up is Slamus, 1-for-2 with an RBI single. Work ball inside, fouled off to third. Fair ball, actually. Trevino dives, cuts it off. Nice play, fires to first. In time to get Slamus, 2 down. Next up, Cannon Korn, 0-for-2 today with 2 strikeouts. Four-seamer down at the knee, strike called, 0-1. Curveball up and in, high, 1-1. Change up, fouled off, 1-2. Work ball down and away, in the dirt, 2-2. Four-seamer down, swung through it, strike 3, hat trick for Korn. 5th punch out for Lundberg, and that ends the inning 1-2-3, her first one of the day. To the 5th, it is 10-2. Nash, a pinch hitter, and Gould due up here after 4. Lundberg done after 4 innings. She gives up 8 hits, 4 walks, 10 earned runs, a couple homers. Wasn't a great day for her. Rookie catcher Everett Nash leading off, though, for 1 today. Change up inside, ball 1. Fastball down and in, line by Nash to the gap, left center. That will get down this time for extra bases because Dadler can't inhumanly dive 10 yards to get to that one. That is a leadoff double for Nash. Lundberg due up next. We are going to pinch hit for the tense pitcher, who did not have a good day. We're coming off the bench to take the swing. It's going to be Raffy Slaps, the third baseman. 0-for-1 as a pinch hitter this year. Let's see what he does in his second at bat. Change up low, ball 1. Former Moonstar's third baseman. Change up at the knees, ripped by Slaps to left center field. He's going to double in a run. That's what Raffy's going to do. It is now 10-3 as the Heaters get another run back. Everybody switches places. Next up is Gould. Solo homer his first time up. He's also, I believe, lined out to second. 1-for-2 today. Bowler now tense. Change fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball down and in, chopped in the hole. Nice diving play by Woodburn. Flips the bowler in time. 1 down. Runner to third, though. Next up is Golden. He's 0-for-2 today. He's popped out and lined out. Or, well, I guess grounded out. I don't know. Fastball up, swung late, 0-1. Change up, line back to bowler who makes the catch, 2 down. Next up is Taters, 0-for-2 today. He was robbed of a double last time up. He's also flown out to left field. Heater in the dirt, ball 1. Heater inside, 2-0 the count to Taters. Look out now. Change it down, pulled foul, 2-1. That fastball's probably gone. Fastball down on the way, chopped to short, right at Slamus. He'll make the play to first in time to end the inning, but the Heaters do get a run back. It is now 10-3. Golden not playing particularly well, but I don't have another second baseman except Pollard, so we'll wait. Coming out of the bullpen first is going to be rookie left-hander Arena Barnes as she'll take over on the mound. Bottom 5, it is 10-3. Stagleaf, Woodburn, and Bowler due up against the rookie, who is basically a mop-up woman. Here's Stagleaf, 2-for-2 today. He singled in a run last time up and also hit a solo homer. He's 2-for-2 today with 2 RBIs, facing lefty Barnes. Rookie Arena Barnes was on the B-Wolves here at the beginning of the year. She got a win. She's 1-0 with a 20.25 ERA and a 3 whip. She's given up 3 earned runs in an inning and a third, 4 hits surrendered, and 500 batting average against. Four-seamer down in the way in the first pitch. Low, ball 1. Ball down and in the dirt. 2-0. Slider up and away. High, 3-0. Fastball in there. Stagleaf crushes it right center field, and that's going to be his second homer of the game. It is 11-3. Third RBI of the year for Stag Cleef. Third RBI of the game, I'm sorry, is fourth of the year. Second homer of the game, second of the year as well. It is 11-3 as the Jacks pile on once more. Woodburn up next, 0 for 1 with an RBI as Barnes is automatically tense already. Change up away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball down and in, check swing strike, 0-2. Slider down and away, chased and fouled off, 0-2. Curveball in the dirt, 1-2, good block by Nash. Fastball away, fouled off, we'll do it again. Change it down and in, check swing strike 3. First career punch out for Barnes, 1 down. Next up, Bowler, 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk last time up. And pinch hitting for him is catcher Tough Lift, hitting .087 with 2 RBIs on the year. Really tired, but he's still good enough to bat. Fastball down, lined at the middle, into center, base hit. I guess that's Lift's second hit of the season. He's now batting over 100. Slapper glued up next, 1 for 2 with a double. He walked in a run last time up. And he scored twice. Barnes tense again, curveball outside, ball 1. Fastball down, chopped to first right at Taters. Fumbles the pickup, but he'll take it to the bag in time to get Glute. No error, but the runner advances to second. 2 down for Landon Fair, who had a grand slam last time up. He is 1 for 1, and he has walked twice. He's been on base every time he's been at the plate. Change up on the first pitch. Barnes takes it, gets it in there. 0-1 the count. Receiver down and in. That's grounded in the hole to first. Taters dives under his glove, and that's going to be an infield single for Fair. His second hit today. He's 2 for 2. First and third now with 2 down for Dazzler. 1 for 3 with a single. Grounded out to first base last time up. Receiver up and in the first pitch. Line to left center. Lawson over. He can't get there. That's down for a hit. RBI single for Dazzler. It is now 12-3. As it's back to a 9-run cushion for the Jacks. Jackson up next. 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and an RBI. Change it down and away. Ground and then a hold of second. Pass Golden into right center. That's another RBI single, and it's past the diving Jarvis as well. 1 run's coming in. Second run coming home as well. Throwing is late. It's a 2-run double for Jackson. It is 14-3. Slam is up next. 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Ball inside. Fouled off. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Fouled back. 0-2. Change up away. Outside, 1-2. Rider down and away. Fouled off, still 1-2. Ball down and in. Fouled off, still 1-2. Fastball up, high, 2-2. Fastball down. Chop to the mound. Barnes fields it cleanly to first in time to finally end the inning. But she gives up 4 runs. And now the Jacks lead by 11. Coming out of the bullpen, Immaculo Spectaculo. 14-3 the score to the 6th. Trevino, Biggs, and Jarvis 2 up. I'm half tempted to quit, because this is a waste of my time at this point. Here's Trevino, 1 for 2 today with a single. Spectacular's first pitch up and in is a strike called, 0-1. Here's his numbers on the year, I guess. 1-0, he has a 7.88 ERA and a 1.63 whip. He's given up 7 runs in 8 innings and 7 appearances, 13 hits, 12 strikeouts, and 3 homers. Batting average against .351. Slider outside, 1-1. Change up inside, pulled foul, 1-2. Change inside, ripped by Trevino, 1-2. Fastball down, on away, driven by Trevino to right center, hit well, heading for the low wall. It is gone. Fireball coming at you there in the low ball appraisal sign. First home of the year for Jax Trevino, second of his career. It is now 14-4 as Trevino has showed up today. That's good. He's one of the few. Buster Biggs up next. He's 0 for 2 today. Spectacular immediately tense. Slider away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball cut through late at the letters, 0-2. Fastball down and in, bloop to left center. That's going to get down for Biggs. That's a base hit for him. His first hit today. He's 1 for 3 on the single. Next up is Jarvis, 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Fastball inside, chased through it, 0-1. Fastball away, chased it outside, 0-2. Fastball up, blew it by him, strike 3. First punch out for Spectacular, 1 down. Next up, Noah Lawson, 1 for 2 today for the rookie on a single. He's also flown out. Heater inside almost beans him as he backs away. Ball 1. Heater away, strike called, 1-1. Fastball up, driven by Lawson to left on the line, but it's right at glute. 2 down. Runner still at first. Here's Everett Nash, 1 for 2 with the double. Heater inside, strike called, 0-1. Change up down and in, swung through it, 0-2. Fastball away, dribbled to third, right at Jackson. He'll make the play. That ends the inning. Heaters get another run back on the home run by Trevino. Second of his young career, first of this season. 14-4 to the bottom of the 6th. Corn leading off 0 for 3 today with 3 strikeouts against the rookie Barnes. Fastball away. Blooped blooper into center, that's a base hit. It's too shallow for anybody to do anything about. Next up, Stagleaf, 3 for 3 today. He's homered twice and single, driving in 3 runs. Homered last time up against Barnes. Curveball inside misses, ball 1. Heater down and in, low, 2-0. Change up and in, check swing inside, 3-0. Slider in there, strike called, 3-1. Four-seamer down in the way, chop at the middle of the second, Golden over, backhands, flips the second 1, Gould the first, easy double play, 2 down. Base is empty for Woodburn, he's 0 for 2 with an RBI ground out. Fastball high, ball 1, or actually, was it a sac fly? Might have been a sac fly. Curveball in, line to first, right at Taters, and that ends the inning as Barnes puts up a 0. To the 7th, it's 14-4. Barnes is due to lead off, so we'll pinch hit for her, followed by Gould and Golden. Barnes leading off. Here's the pinch hitter for the rookie. It's going to be catcher Hank Hart. Hart batting .280 on the year with 2 RBIs. Change up in there at the knees, 0-1. Change up down and in, inside, 1-1. Fastball down and in, fouled off, 1-2. Change up down, pulled foul, 1-2. Fastball down and in, fouled off, Hart stays alive, still 1-2. Fastball down, chopped to short. Slam his charges, makes the play, 1 down. Next up, Gould, 1 for 3 with a solo homer today. Change up down and in, ripped foul, 0-1. Slider down and in, chased and chopped to short. Easy play for Slamus on the charge, 2 down. Base is empty for Golden, who's 0 for 3 intense. Still looking for his first hit today. Change up at the knees, line left center, off the leaping Slamus's glove. That is into left center, base hit for Golden. His first hit today is 1 for 4. Next up, Taters, 0 for 3. Grounded out to short last time up. Fastball in there, 0-1. Heater high. Apparently that's a strike, 0-2. Fastball up, chopped up the middle, knocked down by Spectacular behind the mound. Fires the first in time to get the slow Taters, and that ends the inning. Coming out of the bullpen is going to be... Tats Balfour. Yeah, we'll go to the righty here. Bottom 7, it's 14-4. Spectacular, Glute, and Fair do up. Spectacular, he's hitless on the year, and he'll be pinch hit for. It's Bruno Adamo, the second baseman. Hitting .321 with 3 RBIs is Tats Balfour making his season debut. 3rd year in the league here for Balfour. His first 2 were with the B-Wolves. Fastball up high, ball 1. We just picked him up last episode, so he hasn't played yet this season. Curveball fouled off, 1-1. Four-seamer up and away, fouled off, 1-2. Slider away, outside, 2-2. Ball down, line in the hole to short, past the diving Gould, just off his glove. Infield single for Adamo, he's on the lead off. Next up, Glute, 1 for 3 with an RBI walk and a double. Right now at Neutral Mojo. First pitch curveball down and in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball down low, 2-0. Slider up and in high, 3-0. Walk prone active for Balfour here. Fastball away, ball 4. First walk of the year for Balfour. First 2 on for Fair. He's hit a grand slam, a single, and 2 walks. Fastball away in the first pitch, driven by Fair to right center. That's going to hit off the base of the wall and be extra bases, or just a single. Runner will score from second, though, as Adamo's in. It's 15-4. Next up is Dazzler. 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBIs. Balfour is now tense. Slider down, low, ball 1. Fastball down. Popped up to left center. Biggs over. He's calling for it. Makes a catch for the first out. Runner tags for home. Here's the throw from Biggs. Not a chance in the world. It's a sac fly for Dazzler. It is 16-4. Jackson up next. 3 for 4. Double, 2 singles. 3 RBIs for Juice. Slider up and in on the first pitch inside. Ball 1. Fastball away. Strike called. 1-1. Curveball down and in. Chop to third. Trevino up the line. Backhands. Fires the second one. Golden the first. Double play, and that ends the inning. Balfour, though, gives up 2 runs, as is now 16-4 here to the top of the 8th. Charlie Best, the left-hander, former Moose product, coming out of the bullpen, his second year with the Jacks here in the series, third of his career. Trevino due up 2 for 3 first. He solo homered last time up. He's also singled, facing the lefty Best, the specialist. Charlie on the year is 1-1. He has a 2.16 ERA and a 180 WHIP. 2 earned runs given up in 7 appearances, totaling 8 1/3 innings, 11 hits, 4 walks, 6 strikeouts, a hit batter, and a batting average against a 333. Trevino locked in here. Change up and in. Strike called from Best, 0-1. Fastball up and in. Broken bat liner to third, right at Jackson, as that was an easy catch. 1 down. Biggs up next with Specialist working against him. He's 1 for 3 with a single. His Best back to neutral mojo here. Fastball at the letter is 0-1. Curveball down, chopped, knocked down by Best as he'll pick it up and fire to first. 2 down. Next up is Jarvis, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Specialist active against him as well. Fastball middle of the plate, swung through it, 0-1. Change up inside, pulled foul, out of play, 0-2 to Jarvis. Chased it high, strike 3. I don't really care anymore. Best first punch out of the game. 16-4 to the bottom of the 8th. 5, 6, and 7 up for the Jacks here. Slam us up, 1 for 4 with an RBI single against Balfour. Fastball at the knees on the first pitch. Check swing strike, 0-1. Slider middle in. Ripped foul, 0-2. Ball down in the way, grounded at the middle, base hit. Another hit to start the inning for the Jacks. Once again, I want to remind you of the weakest offense in the game. Next up is Korn, 1 for 4 with a single. Fastball away, chop the first. Taters charges, knocks it down. Golden picks up, fires the first, just late. Infield single. Next up, Stagcliffe, 3 for 4, 2 homers and a RBI single. He's got 4 RBIs today. Or 3 RBIs, curveball outside, ball 1. Fastball down, fouled off, 1-1. Slider down the way, in the dirt, 2-1. Ball away, loop to right center. That's skied pretty well. Lawson over for it. Makes a catch for the first out. Runner tagging for third. Throw coming in from Lawson is Clate. Runners at the corners. 1 down for Woodburn. 0 for 3 with an RBI sac fly today. Currently tense. Contact for his righty active here. First pitch curveball at the knees. Chopped in front of the plate. Nash looks to runner back at third. Fires the first. 2 down on the fielder's choice. 2 in scoring position for the pitcher, Charlie Best, who will bat here as they're up 12 runs, and they see no need to replace him here. Fastball up and away outside, ball 1. Slider down, low, 2-0. Curveball inside, swung through it, 2-1. Four-seamer up and away, swung through it, 2-2. Fastball inside, check swing misses, 3-2. Walk prone active for Balfour. Slider up. Popped up to first. Taters back a step up the line. Makes the catch to end the inning as Balfour manages to not give up a run in the 8th. To the 9th, it is 16-4. Lawson, Nash, and Balfour due up. It's finally the end of the game. Lawson leading off, 1 for 3 with a single, facing Specialist from Best. Change up down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, line through the middle. Base hit for Lawson as he's got his second hit today. He's 2 for 4. Next up, Everett Nash, 1 for 3 with a double. Runner goes on the first pitch. Change up in there at the letters. Throw down is late. First career steal for Nolan Lawson. He's 1 for 1 in the year, I believe. Where are you, Nolan? Yes, he is. 1 for 1. 0-1 the count to Nash. Change up down, swung through it. 0-2. Fastball away, chop to third. Runner out at first, as Nash is hurt, and Lawson's doubled off at third because God hates me. Balfour due up. What happened to Nash? Looks like a groin injury. Great. We're going to send up Jamie Pollard here to pinch hit for Balfour, who's tense. Yep, tweaked his groin. Pollard hitting 241 in the air with a homer and an RBI. He's currently tense. Fastball low, ball one. Change him away, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, line to second, right at fair, and that ends the inning. And the game as the Jacks crush us today, 16-4. Yeah, I don't know why I bothered. I don't know why I thought we could win. I mean, the Jacks don't have an offense on paper, but yeah, they sure fucked us up today. No words. Home runs for Torino and Gould. RBIs for Jarvis and Slaps on a single and a double, respectively. For the Jacks, everybody got a hit today except Woodburn and Bowler, as well as Charlie Best. 2 homers today for Lars Stadcliffe of all people. He drives in 3 runs. Also one in a single. Jackson drives in 3 runs. 5 runs driven in by Ferry at a grand slam, and then an RBI single, I think, later. Dazzler had 2 RBIs driven in. Glued had an RBI on a walk, bases loaded. Slamus an RBI, and Woodburn an RBI on a sac fly. Pitching lines, Lundberg 4 innings, 8 hits, 10 earned runs, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, 2 homers. She falls to 0-2. Barnes, 2 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, a homer, 1 strikeout. Balfour, 2 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned runs, a walk. Landon Fair, your player of the game. 5 RBIs, he had a grand slam, and a RBI, I think, single later in the game or something. Lars Stadcliffe, 3 for 5, 2 homers, 3 RBIs, 3 runs scored. And Juice Jackson, 3 for 5, double, 3 RBIs, and a run scored. Oh, yeah. That was an embarrassing loss to a team that probably should not have beat us. Oh, yeah. Jack's back to 4-4 now on the year, so they're at 500. We're 1-7. I think the game hates us. It wouldn't surprise me if it did. Looking around the league, roster moves are being made. Let's see. Rocky backstop to the Crocs. He replaces Evan Chukov, upgrading the backup catcher slot there, it looks like. Or, well, downgrading it, I should say. Gould loses 3 fielding on a random roll. Wiggles Freeman cut by the Jacks for Bertha Banks as they bring in the third baseman. Meet commonly to the Platypi as they release closer Walt Huckster. Let's see, Rhonda Horn is off the freebitters as she is cut for Yvette Victorino as they get an outfielder on the roster there. Got any starters? Got any starters? Any starters? Hey, any starters? Any starters? You know, at this point, might as well. Let's free up some more money. Let's get Hugs Level in here. We're going to go ahead and get rid of Lundberg. Free up some more money. Because Lundberg got absolutely schwacked. We're going to keep Barnes. I mean, we weren't going to win that game anyway, so she's still a work in progress. I do like her. We'll keep Balfour and Yago and Level and Garner for now as well. As the bullpen, you know, it's always going to be weak. There's not really much we can do about it. So, it is what it is at this point. Offensively, I don't think we need to make any roster moves at this moment. We can wait on that, I guess. There's only one person making over 10 million, so I think we freed up as much money as we're comfortable with. Let's just try and get through the rest of the season. Alright, let's go ahead and sim up to the next game here. Buzzards crushed the Crocs 10-3. Sandcats edge out the Hot Corners, winning 7-6. Sirloins beat up the Blowfish 8-3. Freebitters win 3-1 over the Sawteeth. They won 2 games in a row now. Overdogs shut out the Platypi 9-0. Grapplers rally to beat the Nemesis 3-2. Wild Pigs beat the Moose 13-4. Moonstars beat the Sandcats 7-3. Bleebles shut out the Wildloads 4-0. And then the Crocs avenged their loss to the Buzzards, winning 5-1. Yep, okay, we're still in last. Yay, and now we're the worst team in the league with the worst run differential. Woohoo! Next episode, we take on the Platypi. We come in at 1-7, defending champs come in at 2-6. They're not having a great year either. It's the Battle of the Aces, Turnburner versus Von Asen. Turnburner 0-1, 3.46 ERA and a 1.54 whip. And for Von Asen, 1-1 with a 3.27 ERA and a 1.09 whip. Let's look at player development here. Too high of a chance at RBI dud, too high of a chance at RBI dud. I don't mind if he gets bad jumps, he doesn't run well anyway. Good one for Pollard. He's gotten a lot of upgrades, though, for those particular those particular categories, so not worried about him. Do have a chance at RBI dead. This is only a 30% chance expire. I'll wait on this one. Let's go ahead and give this one for Big, since he's been performing well this year. I mean, it's stuck around. Might as well reward him for it. He's going to get the 3 contacts of the low row form. He's up to 68. And he gets the low fielding roll up to 48. Not bad. Still a little bit better than what he was. Alright, let's set the lineup call today. Next episode, leading off is catcher Hank Hart, followed by third baseman Jesus Gould. Second baseman Caleb Golden batting third. Mashed Taters in at first in the cleanup slot. Buster Biggs batting fifth and left. Jamie Pollard back in the lineup at shortstop. He'll bat sixth. Nolan Lawson locked in center. He's batting seventh. Dax Jarvis in right. He'll bat eighth. And Vern Turnburner, the pitcher, will bat number 9. And that'll do it for this episode, guys. We just got beat by the worst offense in the game. The Jacks crushed us today 16-4. Basically solidifying the fact that we are probably the worst team I've ever managed, and we're probably not going anywhere. So I guess year 4 is going to be do or die, just like it was in the freebidders at this rate. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, I'm sorry you had to watch that poor excuse of a game. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, link to Twitch in the description below, and I will catch you all in the next episode. Till then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, everybody.